Hi folks, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, we're on the Commodore Amiga looking at a beat 'em up. This one's called Wild Streets, published by Titus software in 1990. It's a game I've already reviewed on the ZX Spectrum. I wasn't overly impressed with that one, but we'll see what it can do in 16-bit land. But basically, you've been hired by the CIA, I don't know why, to rescue the head of intelligence, that's why, but why have they picked you? I don't know. There's a Black Panther with you too. On the Spectrum version, didn't really do too much, but he's here to help you. Or she is. Right, so here's the Black Panther being loaded in by helicopter to this dangerous place, and here comes me with my blue jeans on. Right, well, what's going on the left there? Right, so it's cutting up on the left hand side, but that might just be my version of the thing. We've got a gun we can shoot, and we've got pretty generic music playing. Yeah, you've got a few, oh my god, you've got a few moves you can do. It doesn't look overly playable so far. At least on the Spectrum version you could do some jumps. So you've got this crouching punching thing. Try and ignore what's going on the left hand side there. The screen is cutting up very, very badly, but I think it might be just my version of the thing, because on the other ones I've seen it doesn't do that. If it does that on your real version, let me know. So occasionally the Black Panther will come in to jump at people to help, but it's not playing particularly well. That's being kind to the thing. It's playing terrible. The ZX Spectrum version was in monochrome. This has got colour to the thing. This is bad. I don't know what ratings this got back in the day. There's characters coming on look a bit like Chuck Norris. The music is terrible. And in the background there where we got some sort of thing. Right, oh man, that was jarring, wasn't it? How awkward was that? Now, I'm playing this in PAL. Maybe this is an NTSC version that's causing the cut-ups. So anyway, let's try and ignore that bit and just see the game for what it is. But it's very hard to execute the moves. There's no real blocking here that I can make out. Black Panther's not doing a great deal, and that scrolling is terrible. They should have gone for flip screen if it was that bad. Background looked like it's done with deluxe paint. If you look at the background on its own and freezed it, it wouldn't look too bad. But it's off. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. It's a stinker. It's a big stinker. If you had this game back in the day and liked it, let me know. It also came out on the Atari ST, which I presume plays quite similar to this one. Got a limited amount of bullets, which we've used already. There's no sound effects of the bullets. You've just got this crazy music. I'll try and get to the end of the level. I mean, very rare. The animation of the Panther going back and forth, that's pretty good. But very rarely do I see a game that's particularly this bad. Looks like on the bottom right, the Panther's got an energy bar, and I've got an energy bar as well. We've got a number of lives here. These reviews are not about expert gameplay, although I think it'd be pretty tricky to play this good anyway. They're about seeing how you would have got on the first second go, and would have been enough for you to want to play it again. There's no way I would have wanted to pay for this with my pocket money at the day, and I would have taken it straight back to the shop. It just is not very entertaining. When you look at the best beat 'em ups around at this sort of like point, you have to look at Golden Axe, Skull and Crossbones to a degree. This one's not comparing at all. Even Dragon Ninja, the arcade conversion, is better than this. That had more basic graphics, but at least it was playable. Sometimes I can forgive a game for having not very good graphics as long as it's playable, and this hasn't really got anything going on for it. There's nothing good I can say about this game. 1990, yeah. The ZX Spectrum version, although not brilliant, was better than this. At least that played a little bit. This is Titus software, which, you know, they've done the bare minimum here. I don't think too much play testing has gone on as I'm stuck on one corner of the screen. They've done the bare minimum. They sort of like got the idea of beat 'em ups, but maybe they just didn't care. Commodore Amiga doesn't often look this bad, but here it is looking bad, and that's trying to ignore the screen cutting up on the left-hand side. Right, this music's going to cut out every now and again. It's a very short track as well. This is a disaster. I already don't want to play it. If you weren't here, and if I weren't doing a review, which we aim for about roughly 10 minutes, I would have turned it off already. If a friend was coming around, I had this in the box, I certainly wouldn't play this. I'd be too embarrassed to load it up. So look at my Amiga. Look what my Amiga can do. It can do this. Can it? I'll just play my calculator, spelling rude words instead, turning it upside down. God. Right, watch it. Whoa. There's Chuck Norris again. I think they need about. As soon as you hit him about 3 times, I think then the Panther gets involved. But he could get involved a lot earlier, that Panther, if he wanted to. He's just going backward and forward, maybe looking for, I don't know, dreamy cat treats. But he could do a lot more than what he is doing. The enemy don't seem to react to that cat at all. I don't know about you, but if I was going to attack someone and had a wild black panther next to them, I'd think twice. I wouldn't just walk very slowly towards them. And they don't even flinch, they don't even react to that black panther. Terrible, why have they got that Black Panther in it anyway? I suppose that was a sort of idea. I think Shadow Dancer or one of the similar ones does something a bit like that, but it does it a lot better than this. I think you might have a wolf with him in that instance. I'm already bored. There's no variety in the gameplay. Apparently at the end of this there's an end level boss, so you can be bothered to get that far. But, you know, terrible gameplay, annoying music. This version is, well, flawed. Not very exciting to look at all, and why bother? It's not based on any sort of like real-like story. Why would you want to help the CIA anyway? Really, like in Double Dragon, you was trying to rescue your kidnapped girlfriend from Mr. Big. Here, why bother? Why bother at all? I don't know, but I certainly won't be bothered again. I don't think there was too many kids that spent the time to get good at this and get to the end. If they did, I'm sure they didn't know anything about any other games at all, because anything else is better than this. As you can tell, I hate the thing. I don't like it. It stinks royally. It makes bad games look good. You might be disco dancing to the music. Well, I suppose that it's one for gardeners. I do like that big, well, what's that in the middle? Some sort of like forget-me-nots, giant forget-me-not thing. Two enemies. I mean, a very recent hack and slash we reviewed. There was Doman, that's by independent publish outfit, not a big publishing house, and that knocks this one for 6. It's a bit more gory. This one, it has to be said, but that knocks this one plain out the field. Right, but please end, please end. Maybe if I could get in a vehicle, or there's like Double Dragon, you can pick up a baseball bat, but. You know, there's so many 8-bit fighters that are better than this. There's so many 16-bit fighters, beat 'em ups that are better than this. It's not doing the genre any favours at all. And I'm just hoping that my energy level goes down as quickly as possible so I can get out of here. Those energy bars maybe should have been a bit red, maybe a bit more exciting. There's a picture of a panther in the bottom middle. Even that doesn't look very exciting. It looks like It looks like that panther saying, "Help me!" Like, get me out of the game, like in Aliens, when they was up against the wall there, glued in. "Help me!" or "Kill me," or something like that. That's what he's saying. "Kill me!" He's even got a gun pointed to his head as if he's giving you half a chance. I mean, you've got limited amount of bullets. Well, how could this game have been better? Well, get it moving quicker, a bit of variety, maybe go slightly up and down the screen, get a version that's not cutting up seriously. But I can't mark it down for that. That might be my problem, the way I'm playing the thing. But even that taken into account, it doesn't lift the game one iota. I give this, I don't know what it got out at the day. I'd be very surprised if they rated it highly. If I was scoring it, I'd give it 1 out of 10. Bad. Music not exciting, very short loops, cuts out every now and again. Yes, you might disagree with me entirely. It's all about different opinions. Like all videos on YouTube, you don't have to, well, thank God for that, you don't have to agree with what the person's saying. It's just their impression of playing the game with the first, second go. These are my first and second goes, trying to give a reflection of how I would have got on back in the day if I'd played it, and it wouldn't have been a third or fourth go, that is for sure. A big thank you to the subscribers. If you watched this far into the video of what is an awful game, it might be a case that you like this kind of commentary. If so, please consider subscribing. It's gone into another game. Please consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow. Not all games will be this bad, although there will be a few. Lower that in there. Big thank you and shout out to the members as well. Thank you very much, everyone. Is it going to cut up again? Yes, it is. Well, yeah, maybe it's a PAL thing. I don't know. Well, I'm not going to... The go's not going to be as long as before. I'll play it for a couple of minutes, see if it grows on me or something clicks. It might be a case that if you played this a lot, there might be a tip for making it a bit more playable. But, you know, flying kick's hard to execute. That seems good. Maybe walk away and come... Yeah, well, walking away and come back again, that might do it. But there's too many... There's too many people. Maybe if you only hit them once or twice, Panther only seems to get involved when they're practically dead anyway. Dead meat. Yeah, see, the music's starting again. Let me out of here. I gotta get out of this game. If it's the last thing I ever do. I'm never going to be live streaming this one ever, I don't think. Hopefully I'm never going to be playing it again. I'm quite tempted to delete it completely from existence on my computer at least. blank that disc, use it to, don't know, store something else. What about a wacky range of fonts or something? Put your favourite game that has a pamper in. It might have to be this one if you can't think of any others. That gives you something to work with. I mean, it's not getting any better, folks, is it? I thought maybe an extra additional play. I wasn't planning to have a second go. It was going to be the shortest review of all time. But I think I've already played it enough. Let's just see if we can get off the screen. I mean, the scrolling from screen to screen is very, very jarring. There's no real reason for such an abrupt scroll when you go off the screen. They could have done it gradually, or if they'd done it and it was that bad, they should have gone for like a flip screen thing where you go off one side and you suck onto the next screen. They shouldn't have gone for the option they did, because it just doesn't work at all. I'm trying to think of a good thing about this game. Well, there's some good tree plant life every now and again. Chuck, I suppose that is based on Chuck Norris, is it? It does look a bit like him. Right, as we try and fight all these dudes that look like they're extras from the set of Grease. I've got chills, they're multiplying. I need a day off work, maybe, I don't know. Yes, very, very samey. You see all the gameplay within the first 30 seconds. It makes you... I'd imagine even if I completed the first stage, stage 2 would be more or less exactly the same as this. I know that is a guess. I don't know if that's definitely the case. But compare it to games like on the Mega Drive as well, beat 'em ups like, Streets of Rage. Think about Streets of Rage, which was... too dissimilar time, and look at this as well. It's don't compare. There's some bullets there. Maybe I can pick those up to reload the... Oh, I've reloaded the gun anyway, so I can shoot if I want to. But I'd probably turn the gun on myself rather than play this a great deal. I mean, they should have said the Panther's doing a lot better than me, and everyone's ignoring the Panther. So maybe it's an undercover Panther. They should have perhaps sent him in on his own. Or the Pink Panther, or anyone else at least me. Right, I've really had enough. I've really given it good here to try and get something out of it, but there's nothing good to get out of here at all. Awful, 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 awful game. Terrible beat 'em up. Lazy. Well, anyway, hope you liked having a look at that. I hated playing the thing. It was Wild Streets on the Commodore Amiga, published by Titus Software in 1990. Let's get out of here. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that in the comment section below. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.